What's going on, guys? In this video, I'm gonna talk about walking. Okay, so this is, I don't know if this is a divisive subject. I would not say that because it's not like this massive debate about it, but there is a debate about it. And the debate is basically, is walking enough? Is walking a good way to lose weight and get in great shape? Now I wanna like talk about that, and I want to make some things clear. From my perspective, I'm not against walking. I think walking is a great way to get started. If I've had clients who were like 300 plus pounds, and through walking, it kind of got them started as far as being active and helped them kind of start to shed a few pounds. Now, where it gets tricky is that walking by itself, it's not strenuous enough, and it doesn't elevate your heart rate enough. For me personally, and there's a lot of people who agree with this, to consider it exercise. Walking is movement. It is good for a lot of reasons. And let me just break things down. I mean, if you walk and you gain like a peace, mental balance, you know what I mean? You get like you're in a great mental state, you feel good. You take the dog out for a walk, or you walk around your neighborhood, and it's just peaceful for you, or it's soothing, or any of those things, like that's good. Okay, walking in general, moving, that's good too. Any kind of movement's going to lubricate your joints. It's going to get things going. That's good too. It does get your heart moving, but it's not like your heart elevates enough for it to be truly effective for weight loss and fitness. And that's just the truth. I don't consider walking to be exercise. Now, it is movement. And if you like to go for a walk and you want to get started that way, again, I want to say this again. Absolutely, that is a great option, okay? The recommended amount of like steps when you use steppers and trackers and stuff like that is like almost 10,000 steps. Now that is a lot of steps to do in a day. And if you can somehow manage 10,000 steps in a day, then yeah, you're gonna be, I don't know if you'll be fit, but you'll have like good stamina as far as you can walk for a long time, okay? But it just doesn't translate over to the fitness. And yeah, I would imagine over 10,000 steps, like if you're walking miles upon miles a day, it's gonna have an effect as far as some weight loss. But what you have to consider also with that type of investment is the investment of time. Time is important. Time is something that you do not get back. Time could possibly be your greatest commodity. And you don't have time to spend 3, 4, or even 2 hours walking every single day. Let me explain this. I've had a couple clients. I remember 2 specifically. I had one client who would tell me that she was going to the gym and she was spending 2 hours a night on the treadmill. Just walking on a treadmill for 2 hours. She changed her diet, lost a certain amount of weight, but couldn't get past this plateau. And she was really discouraged because she was investing 2 hours a night. That is a lot of time to invest throughout your week. When again, time is your commodity. You've got 8 hours of sleep, hopefully. You've got 8 hours of work, and then you've basically got 8 hours for yourself and for your family and your friends. 2, 3, 4 hours of that to just walking is not a smart investment, let alone, just a good investment. So it can get you going, which is what it did for this person as far as movement and kick-starting things, but it was no way to continue the journey that she was trying to be on as far as weight loss and increasing her fitness level. That said, my conversation with that person was, how about what if I could get you some time back? What if I can get you your time back? What if you gave me 15 minutes 4 times a week, and I can give you all that time back? Obviously, she jumped on it, and what I ended up doing was the type of training I do: functional bodyweight training, then moving into resistance bands, and then progressing up, but putting her through interval type training and just getting her moving and getting her heart rate up. And that's the key here, guys. Walking just does not get your heart rate high enough to have any significant impact on the burn, on like burning fat, reducing fat, or really just getting your heart health up. Walking does, I would imagine, I don't have numbers right now, I would imagine walking does increase circulation to some extent, and that's very important. That's kind of the whole reason of training, is really getting your circulation and getting things pumping. But it's not intense enough to get your heart rate up to a level to where it has to go into like pull additional energy stores and start burning fat and doing all this stuff. It just doesn't, okay? You're gonna gain some stamina from, I can walk all day. Great, but it just isn't gonna get you into the shape that I hope you wanna be in, and it's not gonna shed pounds beyond a certain point, if it sheds any pounds, to be honest. To this point, getting your heart rate up for a shorter period is of massive benefit. And it doesn't have to be intense workouts. That's gonna take me to my second client who had this same situation. My client was 300 plus pounds, and through diet, and she says that she was walking, she lost close to 100 pounds, 80 pounds, but then stalled out for several months and kept walking. Now, you can argue that her walking was contributing to the weight loss. It's debatable. And that because her body adjusted to that kind of workout routine, she had to bring something more intense into her program to really continue to lose the weight. That's debatable as well. But yes, walking was a good start for someone of that size. But I don't want people who are excess of 200, pushing 300 pounds to believe that they are incapable of doing other exercise modalities, and they're stuck with just walking for now until they get down to a specific size, and then they're gonna increase the intensity of their workouts. You can do that now. You can start at a certain weight using bands, using just your body weight, using some light dumbbells, moving into resistance training, but ultimately just using your body weight for an extended period. Once you're good at moving your body weight around, then you can add weights to it. And that's what I always tell my clients. All my clients start in a body weight program, learning to train with just their body weight, and then we bring them into like resistance training with bands and dumbbells and kettlebells and so forth. So when she came to me and she had kind of stalled out, she was the same thing. I walk 2 hours 7 days a week. And I'm just not losing any more weight. And same conversation. How about if I can get you your time back? So put her on a 6-week program where we started with body weight stuff. And for her first workout, this is a person that was like still, 250 pounds. They were well over 300 pounds, and they were pushing, still 260, 270 on a very small frame. And the first workout, I had them doing 100 squats, 100 push-ups. Now, of course, I provide modifications, holding onto a chair, all these different things. And that was a shock to this person. But they were able to do it. And once we got past that threshold, that mental barrier, then she understood that she was actually able to work out, and that she did not have to walk and get down to a weight to be able to work out. You can work out at any weight if you have the right training modality or the right trainer to assist you in learning how to move your body. Moving your body in any form of exercise that can get your heart pumping and to get you sweating a little bit is going to be 10 times better than walking. Now, I'm gonna catch some heat, and I know I'm gonna get some hate, but I'm not saying that walking is bad for you. I'm not saying that it's useless. I'm not saying you shouldn't do it. It's a great companion, okay? It's a great way to get started. And of course, there's a myriad of benefits to walking. I'm not debating that. I'm just saying, as the title says for this video, walking is not enough. If you want to have it tandem, look, I go for walks. Now, granted, I put on a weighted vest when I walk, but I go for walks. For me, going for a walk is to kind of let my body rest from all the more intense workouts that I do. And just, it's time with my family. My girls and I, we go for a walk. We walk the dog. I like to get sunshine. I'm a solar baby. I like to be outside. So I love all those benefits of walking. So in conclusion, guys, I want you to just take away from this video that you really need to look at leaping into, or even just easing into, an exercise regimen or routine that is just more exercise and just more than walking. All right. Again, if you're just starting out and that's all you can manage right now, I'm all for it, man. As long as you're moving, okay? But again, it just will not be enough for your long-term goals, and I need people to accept that. It just will not be enough. The one thing that's kind of upsetting me now is I see some of these YouTube bodybuilders, man, and they're putting videos out and they're super shredded and they've got like an 8-pack and they're like, how I walked my way down to this physique. There is no way that all that person did was walk. Okay, it's what kind of got me all amped up to do this video. It's misinformation. So you give people the impression or the hope that they can go and walk themselves to this bodybuilder physique, right? It's just not possible. It's not, and I don't care how you feel about that comment. I'm gonna tell you now, it's not. They have an exercise routine and regimen that is, very strict, I imagine, and a very strict diet. For that, I don't even look like that. I don't even have a physique like that. And I train like a beast 6 days a week, okay? So just that's one point I wanna just kind of get off my chest. It's one of the motivators for this video. And then again, just kind of letting people know, because again, for my previous clients and my future clients, I've had this walking conversation quite a bit. Again, I don't want people to feel like it's not a good entry level thing, but it seriously is. And if you were, let's say it's about walking through the door, it's seriously like the door jam, like the doorway. Like walking is seriously walking through the doorway. That is, you're through the door now, you're moving. Once you get on the other side of that door, you gotta invest your time and effort into some real exercise, okay? It doesn't have to be super strenuous. Learn how to exercise, right? Either through a trainer or do your research, or here's my plug, or use my training app, right? But I digress. Look, I'm starting to sound like a broken record, and I don't at any point mean to come down on anyone who's like a real big advocate for walking. But to advertise it as this like amazing way to lose weight or to get really fit is misinformation. And I just felt compelled to share my view on it. You agree or you don't agree, let me know in the comments below. But that's my 2 cents, guys. As always, thank you for watching my videos. I hope you smash that like button and subscribe to the channel so we can keep this thing going. Remember, keep fighting for fit, no excuses, and I'll see you in the next video.